Hey there, my name is Marcus Luther, and I'm just trying out something new since I've got over a month until school starts back up. So, along with posting this document, I just wanted to give a quick overview of what this looks like in our classroom in case that's helpful for people to picture what it could look like in theirs. I do have some longer resources that I link to the post that talk about it in depth, but sometimes just a quick video is easier to see. So, to keep it really simple, the document just lists out assessments for the year. If you aren't sure what those assessments are, you can kind of leave it blank. I actually have students make a copy of this, so I just changed the link to copy, uh, and they make a copy and share it with me, put it in their course folder, and then essentially all this entails is when they're done with a project to have them reflect about how they feel about it. So what did they feel about, like, how are they doing? We talk a little bit about like emotional awareness during the time. So did they feel frustrated? Did they feel confident? What was going on at the time? What was their effort level? What steps did they take in writing it? And then I do my grading thing, I do my feedback thing, and actually we do this thing called collective feedback where we go over the trends. So just to go back in the slide deck a little bit, this is a sample one for a different class. We go over strengths and celebrations that I saw as far as trends. We then go into detail about growth areas in terms of, and they actually take notes. We spend some time with this. They discuss then, and this is the important part, what do they think will be the feedback on their document. So you don't just give the feedback to them, you go through the feedback collectively before they see it individually. After they've seen it individually, then they write in this box and actually link a sample so they can see some sample boxes filled out, and they also hyperlink their document in. So as you can picture, we just come back to this after every assessment, which holds me accountable of talking through the feedback with them. But more importantly are the two things I'd make a plug on. Number one is that you think about you're a high school student, and like, yes, we're doing all these things over the course of the year. They are doing so many other things. They're going to other classes, they have clubs and activities. This document is the glue. It holds together their learning for the year. It allows them to see patterns. And I've had students kind of talk about what they've noticed in terms of their reflection, either on the process side or the results side. You can see the story of the year where a student's like frustrated. Oh, I'm actually feel like I'm getting better. I'm really proud of my results. Or sometimes the other trajectory. And that leads to my second plug of why this is so valuable, is that sometimes I look at the grades of what students got and I assume I know how they feel about their learning. Quite honestly, this document has opened my eyes to sometimes I don't have the right grasp of how students see themselves as learners. So I'll have a student who's doing really well on the feedback, and then over here, they're really disappointed in themselves. And I'm like, okay, let's talk with that student. Let's intervene, figure out, why do you not see yourself as the learner the way I do? What do I have wrong? What am I messing up on? So this document's another way to understand your students better. It's really easy to use if you get it set up well at the start of the year with every student having it, and then just coming back to it after every assessment as a lens of accountability for yourself, but also for students who sometimes like to just move on. And even to know, hey, at the end of the year, you're going to be filling out this box. We're going to have a conversation on it as a class. This is something that holds the class together as far as the learning and has been transformative in my classroom. If you have any questions about it, of course, check out the resources that I've posted, but also feel free just to message me directly. I'd love to help you get it set up in your own classroom.